What is up, guys? This is Felix HD Gaming, and welcome to the second episode of our Dagenham Redbridge career mode. The first thing that happens in this episode is we put an inquiry in for Jolly, who's one of my favourite bronze players on Ultimate Team, and we decided to put Turbot and a fee of about 95k in for him. It'd be a really good signing to put him in, and although Turbot is a very promising young player, he's a right mid, and we have some very pacey young right mids already, so I thought I might as well ship him out to sign some players that we really wanted. And also, we got a transfer offer for Luke Howe, and we sold Ian Gale to AFC Wimbledon for 40k. But Luke Howe is a alright centre mid. He's 60 rated, but he isn't amazing at anything. He's sort of an all-round player, so we put a counter offer in for him for 150k, and then we come back to find that they have actually accepted it, and hopefully that will be a nice injection of funds into our transfer budget. But now we go into our first game as the manager of Dagenham Redbridge, and we're playing FC Köln, who are known to be much better than Dagenham Redbridge. They're from Germany, and this should be a very tough game as we are playing on world class. But the first chance would actually come to us in the 42nd minute, so not much happened, and our new striker shot was just well saved by the goalkeeper, and it was still 0-0. But it got even better in the first half when we passed the ball through and it came to Shields, and his shot was very poor and it went straight at the goalie and he easily caught it, and that was how the half ended. And it was a very boring match. I mean, our defence was really impressive and their defence was quite hard to break down. But into the second half we go, and the first chance would come in the 57th minute as nice skill from their right winger and a very lucky goal. Our Lewington managed to save the first header. It kindly fell back to Eggslager and he headed it into the empty net, and that was quite disappointing. It is a pre-season friendly, but it would be nice to start off with a win. And then they managed to get through again. Some really poor defending led to them making it 2-0. Marcel Rees, I believe, scored that goal. And that is how the game ended. It was an okay result. Our defence really impressed me. The pace we have in our defence means that we can catch up to even the best strikers that they have, like Hermes. And overall, I was quite impressed. Obviously, we were expected to lose that match, and I make it sound like it's a really bad defeat, but it's not actually that bad. We are a one-star team, and they're probably at least 3, maybe 4. And overall, I was quite impressed with the team. The strike maybe needs a little bit of work, but that is why we are hopefully going to sign Jolly. He's going to add an injection of pace to our strike force, and hopefully that will lead to us scoring a lot more goals with the combination of him and our very tall striker. But more on Jolly. Apparently our transfer offer was unacceptable. They wanted at least 20k more for the deal to go through, and we offer him that straight away as we definitely want him. And Luke Norris has been sold to Exeter, and we seem to be getting rid of quite a lot of our centre mids as an offer comes in for another one of ours. He's 59 rated, he's 20 years old, looks quite promising, but he's not in our first team, and so I counter offer for 115k. We want at least 25k more to get rid of this guy. And again, they send us the league objective. They want us to finish mid-table, and after our first pre-season, I'm feeling pretty confident about that, even though we lost. And the Lawson Dath, we settle on 100k. That's fair enough for him, I think. He's not a first-team player. And also, Luke Howe, another centre mid, has been sold for 150k. And Bradley Goldberg, a 17-year-old, wants us to give him a chance. And here we are inquiring about Cesar Valuenza. I think I found him on the Global Transfer Network, or one of my friends told me he was an absolute god, and hopefully we can get him into the squad. But here we are playing against Sydney. We're just simming it as it's another pre-season friendly, and unfortunately we lost 2-0, and both of our centre mids had to be taken off the pitch. One of them got injured and one of them received a red card, so I definitely think we need to strengthen in that area. And here comes an offer in for Billy Turbot, and as we are using him in a deal for Jolly, we're going to have to offer quite a lot of money if they want to get him. So we put in 220k as the counter offer. And Christian Jolly, they have accepted the deal, and he only wants £750 a week, which is quite good. We're offering an important first team player, and hopefully we can get him in. But this Cesar Valenzuela person, my friend told me we could get him quite cheap, but actually they wanted 1,300,000 for him, and we definitely don't have that. So we have to look elsewhere for centre mids, maybe on the loan list, so we don't actually have to pay any money. But here we see that Agogo has actually been injured for 2 months, and that is absolutely devastating, as we have sold quite a lot of our centre mids. And straight away we go into to buy someone who might be a replacement for him, and that is Nico Brandenburger. He's a centre mid, he's 18 years old, and he plays for Mönchengladbach, that team in Germany. And we go into our last pre-season friendly, and it's against a Polish squad, and we still are yet to have our first goal. And this is a team that maybe we should be getting in the win against, but we go 1-0 down, and it's looking down from there, and they also miss a penalty. But Futax, our 6'5" striker, equalises for us, and then we go 2-1 up, and it's looking very, very good for us. We're going into the 80th minute, and it's still 2-1. But unfortunately, as the game is ending, they managed to get an equaliser. But that does mean we get our first 2 goals of the series. We have gotten off the starting block, and hopefully that is the first of many to come. And here a loan offer comes in for our 17-year-old striker Bradley Goldberg, and we don't really want him, so they can have him. And Blair Turbot, an offer comes in for him again. It's their counter offer to our counter offer, but we definitely don't want to sell him if we're getting Jolly in for him. And our loan to buy offer was actually rejected for Brandenburger. But here we are going to make our first money signing of the series. It's Christian Jolly. A great signing, I think. Hopefully he can bring a lot more goals into the squad. And we go into our first league game of this series. We're playing our strongest squad against Southend. And this game was a bit odd, as the first chance came to Southend in the 25th minute. It's a nice play from them. And I thought that was offside. Apparently it wasn't. They smashed the post. And then one of the most AIDS goal I've ever seen in my life left Leonard with an open goal, and he headed in easily. Quite a lot like the goal we conceded in our first game. But it was 1-0 to them and a very bad start. But here it's a nice play from Marco Futax. He gets through with a nice 1-2, and his looping shot is well saved by the keeper. And from the corner, it's crossed in, and the header goes harmlessly over the bar. But we were threatening a bit. And the next chance comes to them as they're passing it around quite casually. They cross it in, and the header is just smashed into the unmoving keeper, and he makes another great save. So Lewington was having a good game as well. And in the 90th minute, when we were desperately trying to get a goal, it's played through to Jolly in his first game, but his through ball did not quite get through, and Bingham crumpled to the floor after he'd realised we'd lost. But I thank you so much for watching, guys. Please, if you like the video, leave a like and subscribe. Quite a disappointing result, but it is our first game, so we have some getting used to. The next episode of this will be out soon, and peace.